Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Respected participants, we have I have some network issue. I'm logging with okay. May I request Khaja Bhai to do.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صدق الله العليم.
Jazakumullahu khairan kaseera. Dear participants, this particular meeting is seventh meeting of our SEP, and today we have coordinators, principals, and in this academic year, this is our 50th meeting, right? And let's quickly get on to our that. So decided for this, we have done the crafts, and now we will have a program that is a briefing on annual Millet conference, which just concluded on Sunday in Ahmedabad. So
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We will have from day on higher focusing on IITs. Then we will have reflections by Huda School, Bangalore. Then, if time permits, we'll discuss that. So over to Samir bhai.
Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Actually, it's a very short notice to give this regarding our conference, but I'll still try to do my best, because the only reason what I'm trying to say is I've not been able to get the PPTs and the videos, but I'll still try to show whatever we did as a glance, inshallah. So can I just request and ask how many people actually attended it online or physically or whatever? Can you please raise your hands? MashaAllah, amazing. 5 hands out of 19 who are participating right now. 7. Yeah. Seven people. Any more who attended via YouTube or via Zoom or physically at school? No. Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I think now all the participants have also increased. So 8 participants, 9, mashallah. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, as the number of participants is increasing, my question was how many had taken part or were there in both the sessions. And I assume everybody who's have held their hand, were you all present both days? Can those who are present both days raise your hands? mashallah, around the same amount of people. Like 6 people were there present. So not wanting to is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the annual Millat, the conference day 1 schedule?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, because I'm having 2 screens, so I'm not sure which one. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, what we had, mashallah, we had people from 22 states of the country who attended our conference, which had the theme, obviously, perform to potential. And we were hoping, because of the fact that the venue was Ahmedabad, which is also a heritage city, and because it's going into elections next month, so we didn't want so many people to be gathering at one place. So we had limited the participation. And first time post-pandemic, we are having where people could meet in person. So it was a very successful conference, and in fact, we've got so many people watching at so many different centers. 300 plus centers were there who were watching online virtually, and each center at least like 30, 40, 50 teachers were there. So I'm sure those who are watching here know the experience what you had. So Alhamdulillah, at the conference, whatever topics what we did were divided into sessions. So right from the start, Mufti Farooq gave a keynote address, which was really good to note. The keynote address, what he delivered was that it's not what is the importance of education. And Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there are so many of his hadiths, if they are telling you to learn geography, they're telling you to learn all the sciences and all the arts and education. So, mashallah, it was very enlightening for him to note many things which were important. Like he said, the hadith of how you should be facing when you're sitting for a toilet. Like that is also hadith. Which direction? You should not be sitting north-south, but you should be sitting east-west. Now for that, we cannot apply that hadith here. Or we are applying that, we will be facing the Qibla. Or, so for that you need to know geography, for that you need to know GPS, for that you need to know the globe. Alhamdulillah, meaning. I'll just take you to this. The complete presentation is already online, meaning all this was Mufti Farooq what he was talking, but right now they will be breaking this up into lecture wise. So as of now, it is a complete 8-hour talk. So I don't know if does it share the sound? Yeah. So you yourselves can also see it, but this is like the 8 hours.
और इसी तरह साउथ इंडिया के बाद स्पीकर्स जो मोटिवेशन के नाम से उम्मत को नाउम्मीदी से बाहर निकालने की मेहनत कर रहे हैं, वो काफी हद तक अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उम्मत में रूह पैदा करने का काम कर रही है. तो
So he spoke that yes, a lot of people are now come out of this thing that we all want to get educated, and we all have to look towards positive aspect that we need to get our ummah out of despair. So this was a really good talk, alhamdulillah, and it was followed by I think if you would have seen this one in particular, Coach Habib. This was also very, very good. And I think those who have not seen this talk must, inshallah, play this in your school to all the teachers. And what he's
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen
was very, very important.
Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulihil Karim amma ba'd. Fa'uz billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri
You are able to hear and see, right? What I'm saying?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah. Okay.
Yes, please.
सबका नाश्ता तो हुआ है ना? अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
So, Alhamdulillah,
तो
whatever we saw,
पोटेंशियल जो बोलते हैं, पोटेंशियल नहीं रहना चाहिए. अगर पोटेंशियल रहा, so it's a very, very dangerous sign. Potential, if you see water, can I speak in English? Okay. If you see water, combination of कोशिश करता हूं मैं. So if you see potential, if you see water, अगर आप पानी देखेंगे, खड़ा हुआ पानी बहुत पोटेंशियल होता है, लेकिन वो जल्दी खराब होता है. बहता हुआ पानी, the water which flows has kinetic energy, not potential, right?
so mashallah, these were some real good talks what he gave, and I would suggest for all of us, Alhamdulillah, these are all our resources which are online, and we can definitely go and see what all things we revisit the annual conference. Like he says, children are already talking whatever was in red for those who are not present. Like children are saying we are bored now, we need variety. Children are depressed, but then we need to give them the opposite. Okay, the options what we need to give them. We need to make them curious. We need to move them to prayer, get their potential out. If they are angry, change their energy. So alhamdulillah, a lot of things we got to learn from here. And so this was Sayyid Habib. And this part of the conference, if you see, world needs human beings which are imperfect, because he said perfection is the attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody can be perfect. So it's okay to be imperfect. And rather than working towards perfection, that's what we are doing, putting our children in the rat race of moving into perfection. And he says these are very dangerous narratives, telling our children you are in a rat race and you are, working towards one profession. So let's not push and, make our children very, very competitive. He's saying that's very dangerous. Rather, let them be free of all this. Let them work towards excellence, inshallah. So the thing of this thing is not towards perfection, but we are working towards excellence, inshallah. There's no limit to excellence, but once you are perfect, there is nothing to go beyond that. We heard this other topic from, I think, RP School, where they explained how RP School, alhamdulillah, has been making great progress in Srinagar, and RP School, and they're also introducing Arabic as a subject. And thing to note is, it's in existence since last 30 years, and they have not had any staff leaving there, except for government jobs. Other than that, they have their staff right from day one. So RP School, and there are many other schools, Radiant Public Schools from Kashmir who are there, and they were also quite impressed. And the number of branches that they have and the level of their English and grammar, what they speak, mashallah, is very, very impressive. So beyond that, we have Scholars Paradise International School, the story of success stories of Lucknow, how they came through odds, and now within few years, mashallah, how this school is doing well. And we had this ulama from I think forget his place. They have also started many schools.
Jamshedpur.
From?
Jamshedpur.
No, not Jamshedpur.
Yeah.
Gorakhpur, right? He's from Gorakhpur.
Yeah, of course.
From Gorakhpur. And then we had this session by Mufti Sajid. Again, another very important topic. Who was in the mirror? So this was also quite informative and nice to know. Like when you look into a mirror, what do you see? So there's an MSR test which was invented by this American psychologist, where only few animals can recognize themselves, and it's a fact. So what are those, which are those animals he mentioned? I think there are only few animals which can identify themselves in the mirror. Can anybody know? Can anybody type in the chat what were those animals, those who were present? Let me see if you all remember. Which were those 6 animals which can identify themselves in the mirror? Okay, somebody's written Asiatic elephant, mashallah, correct. Dolphin. Okay, so Azam bhai gives others a chance also. There were 9 people in this who were present. So first day, mashallah, I'm sure chimpanzee type something. Yes, it was apes. Right. Any more? Okay, I am not able to come to that part. Not able to. There were some more animals, mashallah. So these are animals which can identify themselves.
लगा अच्छा टेस्ट भी एक अजीब किस्म का टेस्ट था. उन्होंने टेस्ट इस तरीके से मुनाकिद किया कि उनको जानवरों को अनकॉन्शियस पोजीशन में डाल दिया जाता था इंजेक्शन के थ्रू या दवाई के थ्रू, और फिर उनके फोरहेड पे या जो भी पेशानी है उसके ऊपर एक लाल कलर का डॉट लगाया जाता था, और फिर वो लाल कलर का डॉट जब वो जानवर कॉन्शियस होता था तो आईने के सामने वो अपने आप को देख सके इस तरीके से आईने को प्लेस किया जाता था. अब जैसे ही वो आईने के सामने अपने आप को यानी उसका अक्स नजर आता था, अब वो अगर उस लाल डॉट की तरफ अपनी कोई भी जिस्म का जो मूवमेंट है उसकी तरफ अगर करता है, जैसे कि बंदर है तो ऑब्वियस है वो अपने हाथ से या फोरआर्म से वो यहाँ पर हाथ लगाएगा, तो पता चलता था कि इसको रिकॉग्नाइज हो रहा है कि मेरा ही अक्स नजर आ रहा है. तो इस तरीके से उन्होंने टेस्ट किए. अब सवाल ये है कि क्या हम इंसान अपने आप को आईने में देखकर पहचान पाते हैं या नहीं. तो इसके बारे में ये ऑब्जर्वेशन है, थोड़ा पढ़ना पड़ेगा, इसके लिए आप लोग पढ़ सकते हैं कि क्या इंसान अपने आप को आईने में देखकर पहचान सकता है. को आईने में देखकर पहचान.
Only these are the animals. He said the great apes, Asiatic elephant, dolphins, the magpie bird, rays, and orca. I'm sure there may be more, but he tried with these and they have been successful in that. And the others whom he would have tried did not meet up to them. So what he said is, to be successful and to work to forward, inshallah, we need to know who we are. We need to stay away from a lot of interferences which are there in our lives. So same thing what even Mr. Habib said, there are many things which we need to know, where we are wasting our times and why we are not able to, come up to our potential. So mashallah, this is a very good presentation what we had from Mufti Sahab as well as from Coach Habib. And this was Mr. Vastanvi, Huzaifa Vastanvi, Maulana Huzaifa Vastanvi. He highlighted 6 or 5 fitnas which our current generation is going through. So alhamdulillah, this was also, he based it on an Arabic book which is highlighting those fitnas, and he gave some solutions also. One more important thing is, if you have an opportunity, you must not lose it. So that story was done by the Coach Habib, wherein he showed that I'm having 3 books which he would like to sell for 10 rupees. If anybody wants to come and take them from him, he was willing to give it. But nobody, mashallah, one Umar Bhai from Bangalore, he sees that opportunity. So there was a learning in that if there's an opportunity, don't just keep waiting. So I think this is where the point wherein he took the books,
on Google. So uska rating thoda upar karo, and he is important. This is what favor you did for me. Please, every single of you have hundreds of students, hundreds of teachers. Please give them weekly assignments of certain searches which go out from your school to make your school important. One. And also to share projects which your students do on Google simultaneously with the same search tag, and send it so that it goes to Google. You can't escape Google, Sharif. You can't escape.
So what he was trying to say is, for our schools also, we should be doing this. Put, whatever our students are doing projects and all that. So we should display that on Google, and we can get. So mashallah, we had a very good session among students. This was a youth empowerment program wherein students were asked to speak, and it was very, very effective. I'm sure those who participated would also agree with me. And in future, we can have a complete session which can be done by our students. And this is what is the expectation from SEP School Excellence Project when we have our Saturday programs. So
जब अल्लाह की राह पर निकले थे, तब उन्होंने ये थोड़ी ना सोचा था कि मैं घर परिवार को जब छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ, मैं अल्लाह की राह पर निकल रहा हूँ, तो क्या मुझे इसके अंदर सक्सेस मिलेगी। उन्होंने ये नहीं सोचा था। वो बिना सोचे जब अल्लाह की राह पर निकले थे, तब उन्होंने सिर्फ ये सोचा था कि मैं जो भी करूंगा अल्लाह के लिए करूंगा, और मेरी मदद करने वाला सिर्फ एक अल्लाह है। और इसीलिए वो एम्बेसडर बनने निकले मदीना के। मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि जो हजरत मुसद्दिक बिन उमैर ने करा, वो क्यों नहीं कर सकते। हमें भी उनकी राह पर चलना चाहिए, हमें भी उनके रूल्स एंड प्रिंसिपल्स को फॉलो करना चाहिए। जो उन्होंने करा, आज वो हमें करने का मौका मिला है, लेकिन फिर भी हम वो नहीं कर रहे, तो ये बहुत गलत है। उन्होंने जो करा है वो आज हमें करना चाहिए, तो जिससे अल्लाह और अपने बंदों से वो और।
This was a student of Faizan English School, which was a school in Ahmedabad, and mashallah, we had a good 10-15 minutes where each and every person spoke, and Gufran Bhai was conducting this session. So post lunch session on the first day, again, this was a very important topic, holistic performance of teachers, and he gave key performance indicators. So this itself is a very comprehensive topic, which I think can be shown to the teachers, and it can be part of our teacher skill development program. Each and everything, one of these topics can also be taken up by the teachers. And although this is for the supervisors and principals to know, like, these are the KPIs, key performance indicators, on the basis of which we are going to evaluate you. So even the one who's being evaluated, the teachers, and they all know on what grounds they are being evaluated and their performance is being measured. So this was quite comprehensive. A lot of things were mentioned in this, so was worthwhile, and I think you can definitely go through it slide by slide with whenever and in your staff meetings also it can be discussed. Next was this student, not a student, but alhamdulillah, maximizing potential in the youth. He's a very young student, and alhamdulillah, he gave a very good presentation upon how children should be made to work towards potential. So this itself was the topic. Next topic was by Dr. Fuzail. Again, he said perfection is being faultless, which is not possible in humans. So how should we be going and working towards it? And there was also the quiz. I think this morning also there was a quiz in the explanation of that in this morning's Urdu session, which he had conducted. So the quiz winners were also names were given out, those who got 20 out of 20. And this is the most important part of his topic of Dr. Fuzail, that those people, any person who's learning any skill, initially they are high on confidence, but they may not be good in performing that skill. But because they are high on confidence, they are actually on Mount Stupid, on the peak of Mount Stupid. And he gave an example of the roller skates or the skateboard. If you're given to you to, balance on the skateboard, you might think it's easy looking at the experts. But the moment you stand on it, very next moment you'll get a fall. So you'll fall from the peak of Mount Stupid to the valley of despair. And then eventually, as you start practicing that skill, you go on to the slope of enlightenment. And when you become an expert, alhamdulillah, you're on a plateau of stability. So he explained the x-axis from 0 to expert in terms of competence, knowledge, and experience. And on the y-axis, he explained that there's confidence. Initially, there's 0, and as time goes by, you become high on confidence. So, mashallah, this was very effective, and was followed by Uwais Sareshwala. He had also again a topic where how teachers should be role models. This was also worthwhile, knowing what all characteristics a teacher must have. So all in all, finally had this topic by Misbah Bhai, wherein he said, how do we make our habits, teaching our habits? And that can only be happen if we give ourselves reminders, continuous reminders. So he says, make up cue cards like these. Okay, that teachers should be able to keep them and they can remember them. And lastly, there was this program on mathematics and how mathematics should actually be taught. So this was brother Dr. There was Dr. Safdar, who's teaching in ISER, Institute of Science. So he explained what is the level of our students in mathematics courses. So if you see, 14% is our population, but how many enroll in colleges, and those who enroll in premier institutes, how many are actually in these courses? So maths courses less than 1%. He says 1 also, I'm putting that whole number because otherwise it's even less than that. And India has not been able to produce a Muslim participant for the last 33 years. In fact, he was the one who had attended the Maths Olympiad as a Muslim student when he had gone to represent India in Brazil. So this was day 1, inshallah, what all things, and I think all those who are connected here must take advantage of all these resources what we have at MFERD. He's clear and open to explain and to have sessions with our teachers. We could just do like a 1-hour session or a 40-minute session with him for your maths teachers on any particular topic for all our schools, inshallah, and it will definitely be beneficial. So, or any particular school could also do it, and then it could be shared with us. So this was all part of day 1, and end of day, this was Mr. Afzal, who was the host, one of the hosts, who's running Hanifa Schools and Shifa Hospital in Ahmedabad. So mashallah, all this was part of day 1. Inshallah, we'll discuss day 2 later, because I think I've exceeded the time. Okay, Azib bhai.
Yeah, Jazakumullah khairan jaza. That was really, though it was at a short notice to you, but you did an excellent job. Jazakumullah khair, Samir bhai. Now may I request Rizwan bhai to take over. Kindly make him host, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. We can hear you and see your screen also. There is no sound, or sharing the sound. I think there must be music otherwise.
Jazakallah khair, sir. So I'm Rizwan Ahmed Siddiqui from Divine English Medium School. I'm thankful to the team of MFERD and SEP that you have given me a chance to say or present something in front of you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all members of MFERD and School of Excellence program for their unmatchable, outstanding, rigorous and continuous work. As you can see on the screen, my topic today is regarding creating awareness of IIT-Z among students. I observed that in our school, students are not, or you can say, less aware of higher competitive exams. So I and my colleague of Divine School decided to create awareness regarding these examinations. So Alhamdulillah, tomorrow, that is on Thursday, we are going to present this presentation in our school too. So this world every day heightens to new steps. Technology is upgrading itself every day. Normal engineering colleges are not fit to compete these changes, and their syllabus is outdated. So my talk today is particularly relevant to create understanding or to motivate students to crack IIT-Z. In my presentation, I will focus on the introduction of IIT-Z and its benefit. What is IIT? In short, it is Indian Institute of Technology, and they are globally appreciated engineering and technological institute in India. They have maintained quality education and internationally acclaimed research facilities. And there are many engineering colleges in our country, but what is so special about IIT? What is the difference between a normal engineering college and IIT? And why should we opt IIT? So, inshallah, I will try to light something on that. So, why IIT-Z? The first is why we should opt IIT-Z. The first IIT tag. IIT is considered to be one of the pioneer engineering institutions in the country and also worldwide. It is automatically considered that the best. Even if you do a non-prominent course from IIT, it will still be considered to be more valuable than a prominent course in any top engineering college. An IIT graduate will have an upper hand than any other normal engineering graduate student, even if they have equal potential. Second point is best faculty. The faculty is considered to be the best here, who can provide you with the best of knowledge. Third, placements. Companies flock towards IIT like shopping addicts towards any sale. More companies come to IITs from all over the world with more annual packages than other engineering colleges. Fourth is infrastructure. The facilities and the infrastructure provided by IIT is better than any other normal engineering colleges. The laboratories, gadgets on field practical work and books provided by IIT produce a better engineering graduate than other colleges. An IIT graduate will have better experience and field work, and if they have the ability to do more. And the fifth is entrance exam. The entrance exam of IIT is comparatively much better and tougher than other engineering colleges. One of the most remarkable features of the entrance is that they don't repeat the questions. The sixth point is syllabus. If you think that the syllabus of other engineering colleges and IIT is the same, then you are mistaken. The syllabus is always updated, and it teaches what is needed to become a good problem-solving engineer. The world-class faculty of IIT gives world-class knowledge and helps to bend the syllabus according to what is needed for the students. Now, there are total 23 IIT colleges in our country. Let's see their placement rate, highest package, and average package given to the students who passed out from these colleges. So you can see a pic of college 2 behind the India map. This is IIT Jammu, whose placement rate is 83%. Means ये campus interview में ही third year में बच्चों को ये job मिल जाता. Highest package is 45 lakhs per annum and average package is 16 lakhs per annum. Second one is IIT Ropar, placement rate 74%, highest package 50 lakh per annum and average package 12.4 lakh per annum. Then IIT Mandi, placement rate 93.4%, highest package is 28.6 lakh per annum and average package is 24.1 lakh per annum. Then IIT Roorkee, placement rate 100%, सभी को job लग जाता है campus से ही. Highest package is 2.13 crore per annum. Average package is 16.72 lakh per annum. IIT Delhi, placement rate 82%, highest package 2 crore per annum. Average package is 18.5 lakh per annum. Similarly, IIT Jodhpur, 100% placement rate, highest package 85.5 lakh per annum. Average package 24.38 lakh per annum. Like that, I have made many IIT colleges whose placement rate is here. IIT Kanpur, IIT placement rate is 100%, highest package 1.2 crore per annum, average package 22 lakh per annum. This IIT Varanasi, 71%, highest package is 2.05, average package 30.55. This is Bihar. IIT Dhanbad, because it was ISM Dhanbad, now it's IIT Dhanbad, placement rate 60%, highest package 50 lakh per annum. So in this way, we can motivate our students for that also. This is IIT Guwahati, 75.8% placement rate, highest package 1.2 crore, and average package is 17.77. IIT Kharagpur, placement rate 100%, highest package 2.4 crore per annum, average package 19 lakh. So similarly, IIT Bhubaneswar, then IIT Bhilai is newly formed. Then IIT Hyderabad, IIT Tirupati, IIT Madras is the top. फिलहाल ये टॉप पे है, इंडिया में नंबर 1 है कॉलेज है. Placement rate 80%, highest package 2.0 crore per annum, average package is 21.48 lakh per annum. IIT Palakkad, IIT Dharwad is also newly formed. IIT Goa, placement rate 98%, highest package is 1.12 crore, average is 23.4 lakh per annum. And IIT Bombay, 9%, 2.1 crore. Gandhinagar, and last is IIT Indore. So these are the colleges. I'm going to show one video of IIT Madras here. This is IIT Madras. You can see the campus here. These things we can't do in normal engineering colleges. All practical work or research work. Now, there are many IITians who started their own business. Some became the politicians, some of them became the founder of any multinational company, some of them became the CEO of the famous companies, some became high-tech farmers. So let's have a look. So this is Gaurav Singh Kushwaha, the founder and CEO of Bluestone, a leading online jewelry destination, is IIT from Delhi. Next is Dr. Anand Deshpande, founder and director of Persistent System. He is also IIT, did IIT from Kharagpur. Next, NR Narayan Murthy, founder and CEO of Infosys. Okay. Everyone knows this communication company, and he also done the IIT from IIT Kanpur. Then Naveen Tiwari, the founder and CEO of technology companies Iron Mobi and Glance, IIT Kanpur. Like that, many were there. This Pranay Chulat, founder and CEO of Quicker, chemical engineering from IIT Delhi. Rohit Bansal, co-founder and CEO of e-commerce company Snapdeal. Snapdeal, we know, is online company, online shopping. Did engineering from IIT Delhi. Sanjay Sethi, CEO of Shopclues. Shopclues also an online shopping. Mechanical engineering from IIT Varanasi. Then Sachin and Binay Bansal, founder of Flipkart. शुरू में ये सिर्फ बुक्स बेचते थे, but now it is a multinational company. Did engineering from IIT Delhi. Bhavesh Agrawal and Ankit Bhatti, founder of Ola Cabs. So, did IIT from Bombay. Dipinder Goyal and Pankaj Chadda, founder of Zomato. So everywhere, in every field, we can see the IITians. They did engineering from IIT Delhi. And Mayank Gupta and Lalit Jhawar in agriculture also. This is aquaponics. Okay, did engineering from IIT Bombay. So earning 80 lakhs per month. Though they are farmers, you can say, but earning 80 lakhs per month. Now this is Sundar Pichai, everyone knows him, CEO of Alphabet Company. He also did IIT from Kharagpur. Arvind Krishna, chairman and CEO of IBM, did IIT from Kanpur. This IBM company, we know that it produces and sells computer hardware. Many hardware things present in the computer came from IBM only. Then Nandan M. Nilkani, non-executive chairman of Infosys. He's also did graduation from IIT Bombay. Rajiv Mishra, CEO of SoftBank Investment Advisor, did IIT from Delhi. We know this man, Kailasala Vido, C1, Secretary of the Department of Space and Chairman of ISRO and Space Commission. He also did IIT from Bombay. Ashwini Vaishnav. Now we are coming towards the politics. So he's responsible for the country's rail transport, did IIT from Kanpur. Ajit Singh, now I think he died. He also did IIT from Kharagpur. He was also a politician and a Bahubali also, you can say. Manohar Parrikar, Chief Minister of Goa from 14th March 17 until his death. So there's a complete description here. Did IIT from Bombay. Alok Agrawal from Aam Aadmi Party. Did IIT from Kanpur. And Jayant Sinha, the chairperson of Standing Committee on Finance. He also did IIT from Delhi. And the famous Arvind Kejriwal, he's also did IIT from Kharagpur. Then he given, I think, the UPSC exam and joined, I think he has taken IRS, Indian Revenue Service. Then he left the government job and joined politics, IIT Kharagpur. And everyone knows him. इनकी साइन रखी थी हमारे नोट पे, मतलब नोटबंदी से पहले वाले नोट पे, रघुराम राजन, Indian economist and professor of finance at the University of Chicago. He also did IIT from Delhi. So the question is, what had been taught to them in these colleges that it changed their lives, not only their lives, but it changed other lives too. It is creating employment and giving inventions, research, upgrading technology. So the first thing they learn there is confidence. As they have cleared one of the toughest exams in the country, they start gaining a lot of confidence. When they graduate and interact with the corporate world outside, they realize that they are more than capable of being successful on their own. Second thing they learn is network. Each IIT in India has a very strong alumni network. Most of the top positions in the country, both in corporate and bureaucrat, are occupied by people from IITs, as you can see just now. While ordinary candidates can't get to reach these big shots, IITians, through their strong alumni network, easily get funding, clients, customers for growing their business. Third point is sense of security. IITians believe that their degree would never abandon them even if they fail at the startup. That they could always begin with a fresh start and make a livelihood for them, even in the worst case. The fourth one is trust of the investor. Investors get too many of business proposals and new ideas every day. Now it's up to them, up to the investors, to decide which one should take forward. A person getting too many proposals would definitely use filters the potential ones. So IITs serve as a priority for many, while other candidates need to work harder to get notices. IITians get preference just because of the trust factor. In vastness, there are a lot of startups that have been founded by people from other institutes and not IIT. They had to try really hard. To be honest, there is vastness in the play. Right from the investor to media, everybody focuses on the initiatives by IIT graduates. So that's all. Jazakallah khair.
Barakallah, Jazakallah khair for that wonderful presentation, Rizwan Bhai. Inshallah, we wish that this presentation could be shared to the schools so that individual schools, they can explain to their students in their own regional languages and motivate students. I also have a request for you. If you can work on a few more institutions like ICER, NICERS, Indian Institute of Science Education and Research. Similarly, National Institute of Science Education and Research. These are the very premier institutions. Also, some highlight on Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. And also, very important, you can talk about CLAT examinations, Common Law Admission Test. And Indian Stat Institute is also one of the top class institution. And Chennai Mathematical Institute. Just I want to quote these institutions. It could be taken as a series if you can do this help for all of us.
Inshallah.
Jazakumullah for that wonderful
Yes.
opportunity.
Inshallah.
And, definitely this is going to help our students. And now may I request the Huda School people to take over for the reflection sessions, please. Assalamu alaikum. There is a question from Tasneem. We can speak, madam. Kindly unmute Ms. Tasneem.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I would like to share my screen, sir. Can I?
First, let this Huda School presentation be over, then we can start.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Am I audible, sir?
You are.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Arvind Taj, the SOE coordinator for Huda National School, Rashad Nagar. Today, I'll be sharing the activities, what we have done since July. So first up, I would like to start about teacher skill development program. Here, every alternate Saturdays, we will be having this TSDP program where the teachers will be presenting their topics and they will be given points accordingly. To ensure the smooth running of this program, we will be having a timer who will be responsible to maintain the time, and also a grammarian is appointed to check the grammar of the speaker and to make them aware of their positives as well as the scope for improvement. And the main intention here to conduct all these activities and to program is not to judge them according to their capabilities, but to make them aware of their positives and to increase their confidence level. I am very grateful for SEP because the teachers who are not technically smart, the teachers who are not able to prepare a PPT, because of this program, they took help from their colleagues as well as from the students to prepare the PPT, and they presented it, and we can see the confidence level of the teachers have increased because of this TSDP program. So Alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful for SEP because of this program. Next, it is the newsletter, as we have been instructed that we are supposed to submit 4 newsletters. So I have done the 50% of the work, that is the newsletter, 2 newsletters. First, from the month August and September, as you can see our vision and the mission of our school. And then we did with the council election. Here, the students of all the classes will vote and elect the leaders, the prime minister, the vice captain of the school. We invite all the students from all the classes, and not only the students, even the parents. We invite them to come and vote for them, so that the intention here is to imbibe in the students the sense of leadership qualities. Okay, and then we have this oath ceremony where the leaders will be aware of their responsibilities and they will be taking the oath. Then we celebrated Independence Day. And then here we had instructed the students to come up with their own poems, with their own poems, so that we can put it in the newsletter. So once a student of grade 9th has written a poem, as you can see the title, and the enslaved nation, and it's completely about it's his own poem, nothing is browsed or something. Okay, this was the first newsletter. Then comes the second, for the month of November, Vision Mission, we celebrated Kannada Rajyotsava. Here the Urdu Day was also celebrated. Then Children's Day. Here the children's the program was completely taken up by the teachers. We made them the students to relax themselves for a day. We made them play different games, and then we gave them the gifts as well. Every student got gifts from our side. Then comes our research projects. Here we have submitted 2 research projects from our side. A first research project was on how can we develop in the children a sense of spiritual and social and economical and emotional skills. So we conducted this study and we got to know what are the various ways we can imbibe in them all these skills. Then the next project was on, the students find it, the social studies as a very boring subject. They feel like it's a very dry subject and everything. So what we can take up, and how can we overcome this, with what all activities we can do so that the social studies can be it can become for the other students an interesting subject. Some few believe that they find it difficult. So first we found out they really don't like the subject, or whether it is the how the delivery of the subject, or we got to know. Then later, how can we overcome it? This was mentioned here, and we conducted a study on that through different activities, hand-on activities, through videos and internet. Will they find it interesting and stuff like that? Then comes character building themes. Here first it was caring. Here we could see that the students were given assignments regarding super clean home, where the students clean their home as well as clean their classes, and as well as the assignment and helping their mothers in doing small simple tasks. Here they went out to collect, to do the grocery shopping. Here they are arranging the books and brushing their teeth, and then the temperature setting of the iron, cleaning the sink. All these activities are done, and we could see a remarkable change in our students. They have got a sense of responsibility by doing this activity, and it is not like a one-day process, and it has become a continuous process. Every day we are enlightening them to do these activities, and alhamdulillah they are doing it. Next, it was courtesy. Here charts were prepared, and the classroom rules also were being set in the class as well as in the assembly. We used to call the students and we used to tell them to highlight what are the rules they have to follow. And they also made a role play, did a role play relating to how to be kind, how to be courteous towards the elders, towards your colleagues, towards your classmates, and every. Then comes time management. Recently we did this. It was a character building theme, time management. Here we did the charts as well as a prayer time clock was also being sticked onto each classes. And then here the as you can see, the students are explaining in the assembly like what are the apps that are taking out their time, that are not allowing them to be punctual, that are not allowing them to be on a right track, and they are continuously using that apps, and that has no value. It does not give any moral values or anything. It is not at all useful, but they are wasting time, a lot of that, on those apps. So they discussed that, and how to overcome that also was highlighted. And one more thing, during this time management, we also explained what is procrastination, how and what are the causes of it, and how to overcome it, and what are the difficulties they have to face when they keep delaying their work, and how to overcome that delay. And they also made a timetable, their schedule of each day, what they are supposed to do, when to find time for namaz, for salah, when to find time for their studies, when to play. They have made a schedule, they have made a timetable and kept it in their home, where they read, a separate place is kept, and then they have stuck that timetable, and accordingly to they are following. Then we had these extracurricular activities. We had been to inter-school competition, sports competition. Then when it comes to best practices, as Friday, as it's a very sacred day, so here what we do is every day we follow that after lunch, there's a namaz hall. All the students will gather in the namaz hall and they will pray their salah. And later, especially on Fridays, there will not be any regular assembly going on. There'll be a special assembly where the students will take up one surah, some verses of the Quran. They will read it in Arabic, and then the two more students are allotted the work of translating. One person will translate in Urdu, and the other person will translate simultaneously, will translate in English as well. So the main intention is to make them understand what they are reading, not just memorizing and reading, but they don't understand whatever they are reading. So the main intention is to make them aware and understand that whatever the verses they are reading, they should understand and then proceed. So this was done. This every Friday we do this, and even they can also display their talents like Hamd, Naat, whoever is willing to come and display their talents, they are invited and everything. Then comes to profit and loss activity, as I have already done it during my first reflection session, that here the students are given the activity where they have to prepare food. While doing the budgeting, they have to note down what is the cost and everything, and then they will get the food item, and they will also set the selling price. What is the cost price? At what price they'll be selling it, and they sell it to their classmates, and later they will analyze and calculate whether they have incurred profit or loss. So to make them aware how a profit is incurred or loss, and to make them basic awareness about how the business work and all of that. And most importantly here is not only they will get to know about how to incur loss or profit, how they'll incur loss or profit, but also what they do is they willingly take some part of the money towards, and they will contribute it towards the sadaqah. Okay, it is not just they will take all the money, but they will contribute some of the money towards the sadaqah as well. So a sense of belongingness, a sense of doing a good thing is also being imbibed in that. Next is the remedial classes. Here, what we do is, after the usual classes ends, like for example, like in our school 3:30, the classes ends. So 3:30 to 4:10, what we do is we take up the students who are weak in basic. As we all know, during COVID and everything, they don't know. Now we got to know that the basic only is not good, is the foundation is not good. So what we decided is we take the students who are weak in basic and focus on LSRW in languages, that is the listening, speaking, reading, so that they are able to read, write, and comprehend. We focus them on the languages. In maths, we focus on the basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and all the basic problems and everything in math, so that at least they could their basic is strong, so that they can move ahead with the other kids as well, those who are average and above average. That is the main intention here. So we teachers will stay after 3:30 to make them study the basics of languages and math. Last, it is the youth empowerment program. What we do, we have done 3 youth empowerment programs, and the judges who saw and they gave the comments, they appreciated us for our students' performance. So this was the end. Jazakallahu khaira from my side.
MashaAllah, barakallah. A lot of good initiatives you people have taken. May Allah bless you, your students, in all the schools. Next week, we request more schools to come up and do this presentation, because we have already given you a target that by 30th November, 50% of the assignment, right? Even we can extend it to a 10 days period. December could be the date, but 50% of your yearly annual assessments are to be completed. With that, we can come to the conclusion of this program. Those who are interested, they can register their students for this MS Academy Latifi 40 program. And Samir Bhai, shall we wind up? Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.